XP3 is on the attack. No real surprise there. Planet Express has changed up their attack order in the past, or at least in the semifinals they did. It has pretty much been Tailspin on the attack, though, thus far.
And it looks like they have swapped colors, so we'll get that scoreboard fixed in just a moment. Planet Express up 2-1 as the blue team now, but XP3 is going to attack in first for ESP. Not able to get that first shot on Buds, but we'll see how he progresses.
Oh, Tailspin actually pegging XP3 from around the side. Very well done. Trying to land a second one. XP3 just peeks his head out for a second, and Tailspin can't connect, but neither can XP3. Oh! And Tailspin actually lands 2 hits, but XP3 has finally taken the defender off of the laser pad.
All right, XP3 slowly moving forward with only 1 armor remaining. He's going to have to be cautious. And it looks like Buds is actually going to try and pick off XP3's last armor. The goal can now be captured, so XP3 running low on time once again. Might not be able to get there in time. He's going to have to land a couple of great lasers to end this round successfully.
Yeah, and I don't even know if he has enough time. He's actually just going to try and jump on it. And he gets it right at the very end. A successful attack round for XP3. What a great way to start.
Wow, very, very fortunate to be able to cap that goal with basically no time remaining. Interesting start to this 4th map, Castle Crasher. If ESP can bring it back and force a Game 5, that will actually be our second out of 2 finals that reach a Game 5. So Tailspin, of course, doesn't want that to happen. He's going to move through to the left side, look for any stray defenders. No one playing the rail pad. Usually you'll see Gills up there, as he has a pretty good rail pad etiquette, I guess. He's good with the zoom. He knows how to hit some attackers from the laser pad. Godson actually playing the low point here. That's actually a really risky spot because Tailspin, yeah, could just hop up on the laser pad like he did and take him out. You see that from time to time. 2 defenders taken out so far. Only Gills remains 5 seconds before the cap is open, so he's going to have to outlast him and plant some successful rockets.
Yeah, and he's trying to do so right now. He's actually got his attacker pinned in a little bit, and Gills gets destroyed off to the side. Tailspin taking the attack round right back.
Okay, so Tailspin finishing off Gills to take that round successfully. Gills will be attacking in now for ESP. That's 2 successful attack rounds on Castle Crasher already. We'll see if this is going to continue. Gills actually waiting for that first round of rockets to go by. It actually nearly gets clipped, but gets through safely. And this first opening area of Castle Crasher is pretty wide open. Sometimes you'll see players post up defensively by those fences, but it looks like neither team is interested in doing that here on Castle Crasher. They're just playing way back instead.
Yeah, so Gills, he actually had to look at Vince off to the side. Didn't think he realized that he was going to be exactly in that position behind, or actually to the side of the pole, I guess I should say. We do see 1 defender up on the top, and Gills is a little preoccupied with him. Manages to snag it, though, but Buds from the back was able to pick off 1 armor, but Gills comes right back. That's 2 shots in a row. All
right, so Buds and Tailspin both showing themselves a little bit too much. Vince actually nearly making the same mistake, but does pick off an armor. We're in that showdown situation once again. Only 9 seconds remaining on the cap. Gills probably needs to move forward here and just hope for the best. It's, you know, you can plant an, oh man, that's a rough end for a pretty good attacking round. Vince finishes him off, and 2-1 is the score now for Planet Express. The next attacking round is really going to be important here as we get closer to concluding these finals. Planet Express Buds attacking now.
Okay, so because Planet Express, again, we like to say this, you have to win by 2, of course, and defensive rounds are usually the easier ones to take. So given that we are all on or that defensive rounds are usually traded, Planet Express will be on map point as we go through the entire set if it gets to a very even late game scenario.
All right, Buds and Godson actually facing off there. Godson lands 2 rockets. XP3 lands the final one from the side. That was a very quick defensive round. Godson attacking in now. Yeah, we actually just have evened up attacking still, so Godson going to try and drive the action here with another successful round. He's actually had kind of a rough go of it so far in this series. Actually, yeah, not a great start here either, taking that 1 prediction rocket from Buds to get kicked off.
And once again, Tailspin going to jump right back on the laser pad, so Godson's going to have to watch out for him. Taking a little bit farther path, though, than we've seen. Actually, that's the extreme left side of the map, and going to see if he can sneak up on Tailspin.
Okay, Tailspin playing that laser pad has had a lot of success with it. The zoom function is available to him, and I've used it before. The zoom function is really, really nice. All he needs is that last shot because Buds helped him out at the beginning. Godson falling pretty quickly there in a defensive round for Planet Express. Vince going to attack in now. His lasers have been kind of spotty. He did land a couple of successful attacking rounds, but I believe they still had defenders standing when he was able to do it, so we'll see if he's going to find the same sort of fortune this time around.
And he does avoid all the spam rockets at the beginning, but man, some of those got really, really close to him. So XP3 off to the side. Gil's still not taking that laser pad, deciding to fall back a little bit farther, it appears.
Okay, so Vince moving forward slowly but surely, trying to find those open defenders. Not able to land a laser just yet. Godson, Gills, and XP3 doing a good job staying concealed as time ticks down. Ooh, XP3 nearly lost his head on that one, showing himself. Gills pops out just to plant a rocket on Vince and is successful. Godson still over there on the ground. That's kind of a risky spot again, as Vince could hop up on the laser pad and try to hit him from above.
And Vince tried to come back with a quick shot there, but takes another armor loss in return. He's down to just one armor, but he does pick off XP3. Two defenders remaining, just a few seconds left. He has to jump on the caster point right now. Oh, he's actually pegged by Godson from the back. Great shot on Gills there to make it just one defender, but Godson was still just around the corner.
All right, XP3 up once more for ESP. He's going to have to try and buck the trend once again. He was the successful attacking round earlier on, so I think he definitely has what it takes to try and make it happen again. He is going to take a little bit of an alternate route here. We'll see if this pays off, if it shakes up the defense a little bit or not. He is actually looking for that shot on Tailspin, who doesn't actually seem... Oh, he does actually pop up on the laser pad and gets that first quick defensive shot. There's a second one. One more shot for XP3. Will finish him off and end the round. XP3 fighting back now. Only two defenders left, but Tailspin pops off the side and finishes him. 3 shots there from Tailspin.
Okay, well done. And Tailspin now back on the attack, and he did take the lone attack round for Planet Express so far, so we know he certainly has that pedigree, and we'll see if he can do it again.
All right, Tailspin moving forward. Gills is going to be exposed a little bit. Godson in the back as well. XP3 probably playing the point a little bit better, as he usually does on this map. Tailspin not going to find anyone there. It looks like Godson is going to be hanging out in the grass once more. Gills back at that defensive area near the pole, and XP3 back there as well. Tailspin loses 1 point of armor, trying to find Godson, and loses another, so he is actually in risky business. Falls to the defensive rockets of Gills.
Bye-bye, and we're all tied up 4-4 now, and the primary attackers have gone down. Gills back on the attack now. We do know that he has a very strong laser, as you mentioned before. Even defensively, well, in the past, he had tended to hang up on this laser pad before. It doesn't seem like he's taking the same maneuver here, but certainly has potential to land an attack round at any time.
Okay, so they're, yeah, as you mentioned, Gills and Co are playing a little bit more defensively, a little more safe, instead of trying to get Gills on that laser pad to do the bulk of the damage. Actually, Gills and XP3 now actually having been taken out by Tailspin on that laser pad, they're going to be progressing a little bit more carefully when it comes to that. They are going to actually just try and line it up and get that shot on him, rather than, you know, losing 1 or 2 or even 3 armor from that laser pad. Tailspin did actually peek out, but did not have enough time to actually have Gills pick him off.
And Gills quickly retreating around the back, so Tailspin won't have an open shot, but he exposes himself to a lot of rocket and laser fire from around the side, so Gills certainly has to watch out. Just 12 seconds remaining, picks off 1 defender, 2 defenders left, Vince and Tailspin still remaining.
Not really enough time for him to pick off both defenders. Oh, if he can, it'd be very, very good, but I don't see how it's going to be possible now. Missing even 1 laser from that point was going to set him too far back, and obviously he did. So now Buds will be attacking in. They are on map point. If Buds gets a successful round here, they will move on to IPL5 in Las Vegas.
Yes, they are. Not just map point, but match point here. So a lot on the line, and Buds going to wait for that first salvo to hit its way out. Godson, Gills, and XP3 going back to defensive position towards the rear of the map. Buds starting to roll his way up towards the left-hand side.
All right, he's going to continue on here. Godson hopping up, but not getting taken out. Instead, landing that successful rocket. I was thinking a trade would be his best option, but actually landing 2 now puts Buds in a very tough situation. He lands 1 nice shot on XP3, but Gills and Godson are still out on the map waiting for him. Time is starting to tick down a little bit. I wonder if Godson's going to fall back or actually just keep his spot. Yeah, he is going to fall back, and Buds will have to work his way up. Can't do it. Red wins the turn, and we're into extra rounds now.
That's right. So we'll see who's on the attack now. It's Godson. We're actually into the final attackers for both squads now, as Godson is up first for ESP, trying to land that very critical round to give them the one-game advantage they need to move forward. And he avoids the first salvo, so it was a little bit better than last time, where he did take one armor loss right away.
Okay, Godson moving slowly forward, as you pointed out. Dodging that first round of rockets is a little bit of an improvement over last time. Tailspin missing that laser, but nailing the second one. Man, that recharge seems pretty quick on the laser pad, but Tailspin nails it, and Godson has to move around the side. He's going to try and pick off Tailspin, and he does, so he kind of equals things up. If he can pick off one more here, oh, he wasn't looking down far enough at this point. If he can pick off this close range defender, he'll be in good shape, but still 6 seconds left before the cap is even open. Godson keeps finding himself up at that point before he needs to be there, so he's kind of reducing his own time to be able to pick off defenders by doing that.
Okay, well, up next now is Vince, the final attacker for Planet Xpress, before we rotate and we get back up to the top attackers. Already one armor being taken off, so Vince already at disadvantage before he starts things.
Okay, moving forward slowly and surely. He's going to try and spot the defenders on either side. Looks like no visibility yet. There they are. We've got XP3 playing the point, Godson back near that grassy area again, and Gills playing the big column kind of in the center. Vince is hopping around like he wants to use the stamina. There he does, but does not manage to pick off that defender. Is only one armor and now none, so this one could go a while. Lots of defensive rounds here.
And we're back around to our primary attackers again. XP3 up for ESP, and as you guys can see, he did land the first attack round for ESP, but since then hasn't been able to get anything done. Tailspin kind of did the same thing as well, as we did have 2 attack rounds landed to open this map.
Okay, we're trying this route now for XP3. He wants to get a good look at Tailspin again, no doubt. We'll see if he's going to manage to do that. Perhaps switching it up, we'll see, as I don't think defenders have spotted him yet. Perhaps that defender there, yes, after firing a rocket now, he definitely knows that he's there. Ooh, a trade armor for a defender. Not bad there for XP3 as he continues on. Time is ticking down. XP3 tends to find himself with not enough time on the clock as he hunts down defenders, so hopefully that doesn't happen to him again here. One defender on the point and one behind him. This is kind of a tough situation to be in at all.
Missed that shot pretty wide, actually, and can't follow up as well. Gets hunted down by Buds. And once again, we're on championship point for Team Planet Xpress.
Right. If Tailspin can make the magic happen, he and his team will be heading to Las Vegas for IPL5 for our $100,000 tournament, joining Colwyn and 6 other teams when we get started there. So Tailspin has an opportunity, big opportunity now. Let's see if he can try and pick off a defender quickly and give himself that advantage.
Misses the first shot, but there was no defender there, unfortunately for him, so not even a chance it'll get one done. Gills was standing a bit out in the open, but Tailspin misses that one too.
All right, at least he hasn't taken a point of armor damage yet. Oh, I thought a trade was going to happen there for sure. They were really close to each other. Tailspin down only 2 armor now. Still all 3 defenders remaining. He's waiting for a peek. Not going to get it. Not sure where that defender actually ended up. He's kind of disappeared. There, he fell onto the low ground. Godson is right below him. Tailspin, after hitting so many laser shots from that pad on defense, is unable to do it on attack. Takes 2 more rockets from the back from Godson, and Red wins the turn. We are going into super far extra rounds. The minimum score is going to be 9-7 here.
That's right, and Gills is back on the attack, so you know, a little bit of a sigh of relief for ESP there. They got through the toughest attacker for Planet Xpress. Maybe they can collect their thoughts, and maybe Gills can start to bring things back a bit here.
If he does, then obviously they would just need a defensive round after this to be able to seal the deal and move into Game 5. Game 5 is not a guarantee at this point. If Planet Xpress is successful on an attacking round first, they will just win right then and there. So Gills really trying to drive the action, misses that first laser. He can be fairly certain that Tailspin is still up on the laser pad because he is being so successful up there. Really wants to be careful of him, and yeah, you can see that Tailspin is up on the laser pad. Bud's on the left side, and Vince playing back at the point.
And there's only a few seconds left until the point is capturable. Gills actually picks off one of the defenders there, and he picks off Tailspin on the laser pad as well. Just one defender remaining. That's it.
Ooh.
Gills takes the attack round, an 8-7 advantage for ESP. They are now on map point to force this to a round number 5.
All right, very impressive finish there for Gills, putting them up 8-7. Now, if they can just defend against Buds, force that game 5. Then we can see Planet Express's map choice and see where we're actually going to go for that. But XP3, Gills, and Godson, there's 3 more rockets, will put an end to this game. So we'll see if they're able to do it or if Buds can claw his way back, keep things interesting, keep this map alive.
He's done it before in pressure situations, nonetheless, against Alpha Males and ESP. So we know he has the ability to do so. Misses his first couple of lasers, though, and XP3 gets a quick rocket shot on the attacker.
Yikes, that rocket from Godson nearly connected as well. So suddenly we've got 2 defenders left, only 2 armor. Bud's trying to take the free shots at XP3, but can't quite connect. The time is going to run out here, so the goal will be open. Only 13 seconds remaining. Gills and XP3 playing to the left and right, so he's going to have to run between the 2 of them, try to pick off a defender, otherwise time is going to run out. It's going to be really hard from this situation.
And he's just going to try and assault the capture point, down to 1 armor and gone. It's a 9-7 win for ESP. We're moving to game number 5 of this best of 5.
Yeah, and this is actually the second